Good morning and welcome back to day 3 of our solo Disney World trip. I am on my way now to go pick up some breakfast, get some coffee. I'm having a little bit of a slower morning. My body's definitely like feeling creaky from the past couple of days. If you know, it's like, oh, your body just gets sore from all the walking. Yesterday we walked, I think it was like 20,000 steps, but I don't know, man. I feel it. I feel it this morning. But this morning we are, well, I guess kind of like this afternoon, because I was thinking about it. I can't check into the Grand Floridian until potentially 4. Normally they let you like check in earlier. If you check in at the desk, like your room will be ready earlier. Like when we checked in here, we're at the Riviera right now. We were able to get in at 12, I think, when we got here at 11. So hoping that we'll be able to get into our room fairly quickly. Until then though, we're gonna check out of here, go over to Animal Kingdom, because I got to get in my car anyways to drive to the Grand Floridian. So I was like, we're gonna go to Animal Kingdom for a little while and check that out. It's very, very cloudy today. It's giving very much rainy day vibes, but hopefully like the clouds keep sun away. It won't be as hot, but you never know, honestly, in Orlando. So I'm wearing today my Animal Kingdom t-shirt. Of course, all of my outfits will be in the description. They're from small businesses. Got another Lululemon set on underneath. Gonna be wearing my New Balance sneakers for the day. I'm wearing my new Mickey earrings that I got yesterday at a gift shop. I just love these because they're so subtle you can't even tell, like even when you're up close. So they have little diamond Mickeys on them, but they're really, really cute and I love it. I need to get some coffee in my system though, so let's head off to Le Petit Cafe in the Riviera, the best coffee at a resort, and grab a latte.
Second floor.
Thank you. We are back with the plastic forks that I bought. I'm telling you, it's the most, like, the lighting's awful. Can't wait to switch to Grand Floridian so the lighting's better. It's so extra to buy forks, but I'm telling you, I always forget to grab forks with takeout. This is how it comes. It's just like the 2 or 3 pancakes, and then I think this is blueberry, and then like a lemon cream, and then bacon. As I'm building my waffle, I decided let's talk a little bit more about our plans for the day. We are gonna go to Animal Kingdom. It's like 10 o'clock now. Checkout is at 11, so I think that's when I'm gonna go. Kind of want to just like stay here as long as possible because I don't know when my room will be ready at the Grand Floridian. And going to Animal Kingdom, I'm almost thinking, oh man, I'm gonna probably edit this back and be like, made a great decision or made like the worst possible decision. I'm debating whether to go check in at the Grand Floridian first and then go to Animal Kingdom. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Just so that I can check in and then at least like I'm waiting at Animal Kingdom instead of just going straight to Animal Kingdom. The only problem with that is it's out of the way. It's out of the way. I'd be backtracking a little bit. I don't know. Okay, cheers. We've got a bite. There's like a lemon almost infused in the pancake, and there's blueberries and I think the lemon cream. I think I've got a pretty good bite. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's the perfect balance of like sweet. The lemon is not too overpowering, but it's like just enough that it's there. It's like almost like a whipped cream. Let me see if I can like give you guys that up close. I mean, it's just the perfect bite. I'm almost thinking that the lemon is just in the pancake and that's almost like just whipped cream, because I got a little bit more of that and I think it's just whipped cream. Delicious. And then the bacon, I don't love the bacon. I like my bacon burnt. That's like how I like my bacon. Disney's bacon, it's very hit or miss, and this one's not really the vibe today. That's the plan today. Super excited to switch over to Grand Floridian though. Coffee is gone. Everything is all packed up here. We're about to load up the car, head over to the Grand Floridian, check in, see if the room's ready. If the room's ready, oh my gosh, we are golden. If it's not, we will assess the situation and put together a new plan. This room, ultimately, my thoughts are it's a Great room. I wish that we were on like a higher up floor. I ended up not sitting out there at all, mostly because there were other people sitting out on their like lower, and it just felt weird to stare at each other, and there just wasn't much privacy. So I would say if you're staying here and you're on the first floor, I would request, see if possible to get an upper floor if you plan on going out in your balcony at all. But otherwise, the room was fairly small. I know on the website it says that this can sleep, I think it says 4 people, or honestly even maybe 5. I would say that's a tight fit. 2 people, honestly max. This room just felt really small. I think it's also because this is like a queen or full-size bed. You'd have to pull down the other one, which would make you lose even more space. Overall though, if you're doing like a solo trip, and I know the whole point of this series is a solo trip, great room for just one person. But for any more than that, I would look at another one. But all right, let's load up the car. Don't have too much, just have suitcase, carry-on, backpack, and purse, and then my Stanley tumbler over there. Let's lock this place up and head on to a new room. We are all checked in. Of course, the room's not ready, but we did get a pin. So I got the I'm celebrating my first solo trip. I feel like it's gonna be really loud in here. So I got my little pin. I'm gonna put it on my bag, I think. So what I'm gonna do is sit here, figure out how to get Animal Kingdom. I'm not gonna lie, I got a really good parking spot. I don't wanna lose it. So I'm hoping that we can find like the bus route or maybe take a lift. I'm gonna sit here and figure that out because we do need to go to Animal Kingdom, and I feel like it might be a little while till the room's ready, so we're gonna just make the most of it. But celebrating my first solo trip, day 3, we finally got the pin. If you don't know, you can go to either your hotel's front lobby or like guest services, and they have them pretty much at like any gift shop as well, and you can just ask for a little celebrating pin. They're free, and this one's just the I'm celebrating blank one, so they'll write it in for you. You just tell them what you're celebrating, and for me, celebrating my first solo trip. We're officially in Animal Kingdom now. Took the bus over. I've never taken the bus before, but it was super easy and I liked it. I didn't want to give up my parking spot, so the bus was the way to go. What are we gonna do here? I don't know. I didn't grab a map. I don't know this place very well, so we're gonna just explore together. Dino Land right now, and I got the, I don't remember the name of it, but it's gonna be on the screen somewhere. It is like lime Dole Whip, I believe, with like coconut and Sprite, something of that sort. So we're gonna do a little taste test. It's a Dole Whip. It's good. It's hot. It's humid. I literally got here and I was like, oh, it's perfect. It's shady and the sun is like peeking in and out, and it's humid. Really good. It's a lime Dole Whip and it's very, very sweet. Not my favorite Dole Whip though. I think my favorite one has to be the pineapple Dole Whip that I think you can only get at the Polynesian. That one's really good. But I'll tell you what, with this heat, regardless, super good. We'll be putting this into our daily food and drink ranking at the end of this video. We'll rank everything we ate and drank for the day. Hopefully it helps you with when you're coming to Disney, knowing what to get, knowing what you want to try, and all that fun stuff. We are eating basically different things every single day. You know it's hot when you make any sort of elastic into a hair tie. into a hair tie and clip your hair up. Like, I literally don't even care how it looks right now. I couldn't handle the hair on the back of my neck with it being so hot. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what to do at Animal Kingdom. It kind of just like, there's not very many rides that I'm interested in except for like Navi River Journey, but I'm not waiting in line for that. I didn't really plan ahead and get any sort of lightning lane for that. We're gonna take a break in some air conditioning and watch the Finding Nemo show. And I've seen little clips of it and it looks super cute. But again, mostly break in the air conditioning.
You know, I bet they're wondering how we even ended up here.
That show was so cute and it was the perfect way to cool off. I'm like ready to brave the heat again and continue our journey walking around. Oh yeah, you can tell I'm sweating. Found a little spot. I think it's like almost 2. Room is still not ready, but I've walked the entire way around Animal Kingdom. Clearly, I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I need some water. First off, I've got my water in my bag, but definitely need more. But I'm thinking we're gonna get on the bus, head to the Grand Floridian in the hopes that by the time we get there, the room will be ready. If not, you can always just walk around or even hop on the monorail and resort hop. I just feel like that needs to be the plan. I've never seen such a beautiful sight before. Cold water. Now let's go catch the bus to the Grand Floridian. Made it to Gasparilla Grill at the Grand Floridian. I was gonna do water. I've still got my water that I'm still slowly drinking, but I decided I needed some sort of like Gatorade, Powerade, so I just got a fruit punch Powerade for my lunch, and then I noticed they had some new Gasparilla Grill menu options, and what's better than pizza when you're super hot, right? So I got the buffalo chicken pizza. I love Grand Floridian's pizza. It's some of my favorites, and I didn't know that they updated their menu, and I'm really excited about it. So we're gonna do a little taste test. I definitely need a hand wipe though before I dig into this. Hand wipes come in handy. I always keep them in my cart bag with me because sometimes you just wanna wipe off your hands. So we've got the buffalo chicken pizza. Cheers. It's got blue cheese, buffalo chicken. I think it's got some sort of like ranch to it, and then cheese. The bread is soft, the crust is like crispy, and it's soft. It's got a little heat to it. The heat is like now coming up. It's not too much at all, and it really balances out with the blue cheese and whatever that like ranch sauce is under. It's got a nice variety, and I'm looking at every bite in piece, and it looks very spread out. It's not all in one spot, so it seems very, very well dispersed as for like the toppings and everything. So I'm gonna give you a close-up, and we're gonna add it to the food and drinks for the day to include it in our final ratings at the end of the day. So I'm gonna eat, but cheers. Hopefully our room is ready soon. I I'm a Grand Floridian girl all the way. There's nothing like walking into one of these rooms. We are on the 5th floor of Big Pine Key. That building is where we are. Let me give you a room tour. This is the deluxe studio. We've got a closet right when you walk in. Got a little coffee bar, microwave, your little Cuisinart. Normally it's a Keurig, but that is a Cuisinart. And then down here, beverage cooler, smaller than the Riviera, but that's okay. Trash, a really good size, like vanity TV stand, the famous music going in the resort. Couch pulls out into a bed if you need, but I just like that. You've got extra seating out here. This is we just got a standard view. We booked a little bit later than we were like hoping. So since this is a top floor though, you do have like a little bit more privacy because you're in this little nook. The patios are a little bit smaller. However, I really love them and you're on the top floor, so you get a really good view. The only bad thing is you can't see directly down because there's no bars. You're just kind of like on the top, but it's cozy and it's nice, and we might be able to see over there maybe a little something. We'll go out there in a minute and see. But coming back inside, you've got a little pedestal table, 2 queen size beds, cutest little chandelier, the rug. I love the just decor and theming of this room. It's incredible. I also really like in these rooms, they have little charging nightstands on every side of the bed. So no matter what side you're sleeping on, you've got these just nice little charging spots that I love. And now this, my friends, is what the Riviera is just missing. The lighting is so much better in here. You've got a double vanity. I feel like I go to every resort and I'm like, this is my favorite one. But this trip I was really able to see like which resort is my favorite because I was staying at a couple and we just recently stayed at the Poly. Loved the Poly, and I think I like them all for different reasons. Maybe I can sit down and tell you like my favorite rankings for resorts and why, because I think they're all good for different things. But the rooms, the Grand Floridian's aesthetic is just, it hits every single time. So bathrooms, double vanity, products, they give you extra towels. Like this resort gives you the best towel collection. Shower, bath, tub, the whole deal. And then you've got the toilet, and you can slide this closed for privacy. And then this door also shuts, so it's 2 doors shut. Got my AirPod in because look at how much better like the lighting is, the room is. I love the Grand Floridian. I just wish that if it had the Skyliner, I would be 100% sold. That's the only thing I have. Like, I like the convenience of the Skyliner. You get to 2 resort or 2 parks super easily. That's my only thing. However, if you watched my last 2 days ago when we checked into the Riviera, I like to go through and give everything a quick wipe down. So I do have a couple of little wipes in my bag, I think, I hope. Yes, I've got one. But when I go get my bags, I'm gonna take a couple more wipes and go through nightstands, light switches. I just like to do a quick little cleanup for my peace of mind. Do the remotes as well. The remotes are so gross. They always need a good. I'm going to put the do not disturb sign on the door just because of like the situation we had earlier today where they were like knocking on my door when I was trying to get ready. Disney does do room checks, just a little FYI, every single day, regardless of if you're in the room. They come in and check. It's a safety thing. I don't know, I've got feelings about it, but we don't need to get into it today. But just a heads up, if you've got kiddos taking midday naps and stuff, they do enter. But I'm gonna put that on just so that it knock and don't disturb, so we're good. We got super good parking spots here, so it's gonna be so easy to bring in the luggage. It does look like it's maybe raining. I'm gonna check the radar because I can just wait a couple of minutes if it's raining to get my luggage. Oh, the lighting is so much better in this resort. Luggage is officially in. I've spent the past probably 30-45 minutes or so just sitting. I will say, this is like a pro tip, if you go to Disney for multiple days in a row, I highly recommend every other day, every 3 days, depending on how long you're staying. If you're staying for a week, I would do at least one resort off day. Your legs will feel it, your body will feel it, you'll just feel tired and you need to rest. I am just going hard for like 5 days in a row. I really wish that I had like a resort chill day. I try to do like the afternoons off, but because I'm still working on this trip, it's harder to like fully relax. So if you are coming here, I would just portion out like an off day. Just do an off day. Take the time to just rest, because I was sitting here and I was like, oh, my calves. I walk a ton, but there's something about Disney walking that like really gets you. It feels good. It's like a good burn, but it's exhausting. Like you stand, you're like, oh, my legs are sore and wobbly. So like be mindful of that. You know what? Let me rank like my picks of the resorts and tell you why I like them, just so that way if you're planning on booking something you can have off of, just because I've said I love all of the resorts we've stayed at, but I have not really broken down why. So I'm gonna go resort by resort and tell you which ones are my favorites, because I like them for different reasons. That's why there's not like an 100% number one. I mean, there is, but there's a couple things that I wish were different. So I'm gonna list them off for you. Number one, and we're gonna start backwards. I'm gonna go straight up. Number one, my favorite resort is the Grand Floridian. And I like it because the food is good. You've got a couple of restaurant options. The next stop is Magic Kingdom when you're on the monorail. You've got the monorail transportation. You have the buses. Today was the first time I tried the buses. The buses are easy to get to other parks. You also can take a Lyft or a minivan to transportation. The thing I don't like about it is that when you're going on the monorail, when you're going to Magic Kingdom, it's great because you're the first stop. When you're coming back from Magic Kingdom, you're the fourth stop, transportation ticket center, third stop. And that feels long when you're ready to get to your resort and go to bed. So that kind of sucks. You're the first to get there, last to get home though. So that sucks. I also just wish it had more direct transportation to other parks, which I understand is like not possible. But what I like about the Riviera is the fact that you can go to Epcot and Hollywood Studios super easy. And I wish that there was like another park option that would be easier to get to with the Grand Floridian, with that like fun transportation of the monorail or the Skyliner. But it's gonna be my number one, especially if you're going with like no kids and you want a chill Disney experience. The Grand Floridian, from my experience, I've stayed here probably like 5 times in the past year, 4 or 5 times in the past year. This is the lowest kid amount on Disney property. So I would go with the Grand Floridian. My number 2, I'm gonna put the Polynesian. And I'm gonna say that with the hopes that the new tower really just blows me away, because my complaint with the Polynesian is I don't love the rooms. Even the new rooms, I don't love the new room. I wish they were a little bit more simple, but I get it, that's the theming of the Polynesian. So I have high hopes for the new tower that they're building. What I love about it, the food, incredible. It's incredible. They've got really good gift shops in there. Coffee is great there. I love that. The cons, the Polynesian is so busy. All the time, that lobby is a mess. The pools are a mess. They're good, but they are just so busy. That's my downside with the Polynesian, is it's busy and it's very kid heavy. So it's hard to relax because there's so much going on. And the monorail's nice because you're in the middle. You're 2 stops away from Magic Kingdom and basically 2 stops back home. So you're right in the middle. Again, though, I wish like there was more transportation for the monorail loop, but you can always go to the ticket and transportation center and then get on another monorail. It's just that process that makes it a little daunting. My third place is gonna be the Riviera. And it used to be, if you would have asked me before this stay, I would have said number 1. But I noticed some things this past stay that bumped it down to the 3rd spot. 1, they don't change up their menu options super frequently from what I've noticed. 2, it's very kid heavy. I really felt that this past time. It was really, really kid heavy, and it was just a little chaotic sometimes. I also will say I just felt like the rooms weren't as nice, and seeing the comparison of like, I'm a resort person. I like to spend a ton of time by a resort. So the rooms are really important to me. I could definitely tell like a huge difference between Riviera rooms and the Grand Floridian rooms, just like cleanliness, style-wise. I mean, just like in every aspect, it was just a huge difference. It was bumped back to third. The only thing that makes it really hard for me to put the Riviera in third place is the fact that you're able to get to Hollywood Studios and Epcot with the Skyliner so quick, so easily, and it's like the perfect location. Let's figure out the dinner situation. I don't remember what I was gonna say after that, but anyway, let's figure out dinner. Thankfully I caught it, but I recorded a clip in the room and my mic was not on, so that was a flop. But as you saw, we left. We're on the go. We are going to Magic Kingdom. I do have a Tiana's Bayou Adventure Lightning Lane for $8.40. However, it's been down because of weather. Ended up getting dinner at Gasparilla Grill. I'll tell you more about that when we do our food ranking. Sneak peek, it was a 10 out of 10, so you want to stay tuned for that one. It started raining, left my camera in the room, ate at Gasparilla Grill, didn't even bring it back because it was raining so badly. Now we're ready to go to the park, so we're gonna go to Magic Kingdom. Perfect time in Tomorrowland, obviously, as you can hear by the very loud music. But I'm gonna go try to get on the People Mover. The weather, perfect. Like low humidity, super cool. There's a nice breeze. It is absolutely perfect for a park day. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get on the People Mover, and fireworks start in about an hour. My Lightning Lane for Tiana starts in about an hour. Great, classic. Crowd level's so low. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like nobody here. The park's pretty much like empty. So we're gonna just make a loop around whatever ride has like a low wait that we can get on. Let's just get on it. Let's try to knock out some rides if possible, especially with the fireworks starting soon. I say we just go for it. Let's just see how many rides we can get on. With the wait being so low, and it's so nice out. Like, because of the rain, a ton of people left, and I wasn't even thinking of going into the park, so I was like, we're gonna just go anyways. But it seemed like the right thing to do, because now the weather's nice, and the crowds are low, and the fireworks are gonna start soon, and everything's good. The low light in there never does good, so it's kind of like Haunted Mansion. It kind of sucks filming in there. Now we are off to Tiana's to get our Lightning Lane. I have not been on it. I have not even been on Splash Mountain, so I'm very excited. Let's get on it. And standing by light, so hopefully you can actually see me. The low light gets me. I gotta figure out this camera a little better. But I got on Haunted Mansion. It was just a 5-minute wait, so I just hopped right on. Now we're heading over to Tiana's. I've still got about 30-45 minutes for the Lightning Lane, and the fireworks are gonna start in like 10-ish minutes, honestly, like any time now. So we're gonna get on to Tiana's, and then hopefully we'll be able to see the fireworks from the ride. I almost said Splash Mountain. How could I forget? But I forgot to tell you about what we did at Magic Kingdom. I just completely forgot. I just filmed the food ranking, so that's gonna be coming up right after this. but I wanted to like go in order. So we just got done with Magic Kingdom. It's like 10:45 now. Park closed at 10. We were there up until close. We were able to get on so many rides. Let's see. We did the People Mover one time. We did Peter Pan. We did Haunted Mansion. We did Tiana's. I will give you a spoiler-free thought process from somebody who is a thrill ride baby. I'll tell you my thoughts on it. Let's see, what did we do after that? Oh, and then we went People Mover twice after that. So we were able to get on a ton of rides. We were there for probably an hour and a half. We got on, what, 5 rides, 6 rides. So much fun. I love the park at night. It was nice and cool. It was empty in there. Spoiler-free thoughts on Tiana's Bayou adventure. I thought it was fun. I'm not really a huge thrill rides person. I will say it was fun. It was a little bit much for me, I'm not gonna lie, and that could have been that I just like finished eating dinner and like the drop was a little much for me. Maybe it would have been better if I like went on more of an empty stomach, but it was a little rough, not gonna lie. I would say the ride is super aesthetic. It's very pretty. It's fun to look at. I was a little confused by the storyline, not gonna lie, a little bit. I was a little like, what's going on here? Maybe that's the point, is to cause a little confusion and then catch you off guard with the drop. If that's the case, nailed it. It's a fun ride. If you love drops, you're gonna love it. If you don't love drops, you're probably gonna wanna be strategic about when you go on the ride, like during the day. Did you just eat, or you know, that kind of deal. I thought it was fun though. Would I do it again? Yes, if other people were gonna go on it. Would I do it like by myself and choose to go on it? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie. I really loved Rise of the Resistance yesterday at Hollywood Studios because of the storyline. I think after just going on a ton of rides, I'm a storyline girl, and so when you're able to like carry a really intense storyline, it captures my attention and I just love it. So I think that's why I love Rise of the Resistance. The drop, the everything. I mean, the whole thing is perfect, Rise of the Resistance, and the storyline. I love it. I think that was like my only deal with it that didn't really sell it for me all the way. The view of the castle at the top, incredible. I almost was like, why didn't they put like a restaurant up here? I don't know how they would have. I mean, it's Disney, they can come up with anything. But I was like, why don't they have a restaurant up here? Because the view is just like incredible, and they can make so much money off of a restaurant with a view like that. Like, you could even do like Tiana's restaurant and have it be all themed Tiana. Great idea. Anyway, those are just Emily's thoughts on the ride and the rides of the night. Let's commence the final dessert and final food and drink rating of day 4 of the solo Disney trip. It's crazy, we're already on day 4. It's day 3 or day 4? Once again, going for the forks that we bought on day 1. I've got a little dessert here. Do a taste test and let's recap the day and go through the food rankings, because I think today was the best day for food and drinks. Not gonna lie, I think today was the best. So let's first dive into this dessert. This is from the Grand Floridian. I got this at, I have no idea how I'm gonna get this out of here. So you can just, there we go. I got this at Gasparilla Grill. It is a coconut, chocolate, strawberry filled chocolate ganache. I mean, what more, I guess, could you ask for, right? I don't really know if there's like a filling in here, but this is it. Coconut, chocolate. It's got a little bit of like a mousse kind of texture. Oh my gosh. It's a rich cake, it feels like. I'm gonna like try to get in the center. So I think it said it had like strawberry filling. Let me take this huge bite. Chocolate cake, coconut, ganache. You can't see it. There's a strawberry filling in there. It's absolutely delicious. It's delicious. Now let's go through food ranking day 3. Every day we've been ranking the food and drinks that we've ate and drank for the day. Just ranking what we ate, drank, and ate for the day makes it a little bit more manageable when you're trying to figure out what you want to try out on your Disney vacation. I hope this is helpful, because I always get overwhelmed trying to find what to eat at the resorts and at the parks. So I try to do a good variety of resort food and theme park food. Ultimately, I think I'm just like a resort girl. Starting in 7th place, the lime Dole Whip we had at Animal Kingdom. It was good. It wasn't my favorite Dole Whip though. My favorite one is pineapple, and that stood very still. Now today was a really great day of food, so the fact that that's in last place is crazy because it was really, really good and refreshing and light. It wasn't too thick, especially if you're walking around a park like Animal Kingdom. I felt like it was a perfect little midday snack. I hope I don't have chocolate on my mouth when I'm talking about this. Number 6 is gonna be the pancakes that I had for breakfast, the blueberry lemon from the Riviera Resort. They were delicious, and it's crazy that they're in the 6th place, but we've had better items today. I'm not a huge sweets person for breakfast, but if you are, those are delicious. They're really, really good. Number 5 is gonna be this dessert, and again, nuts because this is really, really good. I will say this is a really rich dessert, so share this with somebody. You don't need to get everybody their own. It is a really, really rich dessert. I'm about 3 bites in, and I'm like, I feel it. It's a thick chocolate dessert. Really good though. I would not eat this and then go to the parks. It's gonna slow you down. Number 4, it's gonna be my mac and cheese that I had with lunch at Gasparilla Grill. If you've not tried Gasparilla Grill's mac and cheese, it is delicious. It's always like the perfect al dente noodles, and the cheese is creamy, but it's not like fake tasting. It's really good. 3 is gonna be my latte that I had at Le Petit Cafe Riviera. I love their lattes so much. That's like one of the things I have wrong with Grand Floridian is I just can't find a good latte. That's my bone to pick. So that's gonna go in the 3rd place. Number 2, the buffalo chicken pizza from Gasparilla Grill. It was the perfect balance, spicy, cheesy. The sauce on it like mellowed out the spicy. The crust was crispy, delicious, and it wasn't too heavy. Like you could eat that and go to the parks. It was not too heavy at all. My number 1, I did not show you it because it was raining, but what I had for dinner was a barbecue pulled pork sandwich. I believe this is a new item from Gasparilla Grill, or new to me. Delicious. It had coleslaw on top of it. The bun was crispy and buttery, and the whole thing was just so good. It had the perfect amount of like barbecue sauce to it. It was absolutely delicious, and that was my number 1. I'm literally thinking about it right now. Makes me want it so badly. So it'll be on tomorrow's menu for sure. Delicious. Tomorrow's agenda, we are waking up. Tomorrow we've got a little bit of a crazy day, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this all comes together. But tomorrow morning, I'm meeting a social media friend who live streams at the parks, and I'm hoping to be able to get her on the vlog so that way I can share her account with you. I'm really excited. She vlogs and kind of specializes in the resorts. So we're meeting for kind of like a breakfasty brunch type deal at Gasparilla Grill. So excited to meet her. And then after that, I do have a work meeting at 1, I believe, and I think it'll be about an hour. And then my husband's getting out of work early, and I think he's gonna meet us here tomorrow night. And then Saturday is when we check out and go home, but I'm already booking my next trip. Maybe we're gonna do that tonight or tomorrow. I think that just sounds like a really fun idea. So yeah, we're gonna do it. But it's 10:30, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna take a few more bites out of this dessert, put it back in the refrigerator for tomorrow. We're gonna shower, and we're gonna do a Grand Floridian little nighttime routine because this is the first night in the Grand Floridian. It feels like home, home sweet home. And I gotta charge up all my devices, charge the Magic Band. We'll do the whole routine tonight so we are set up for tomorrow, day 4 of our solo Disney trip. It's crazy that we're already on day 4. So if you missed the other days, go back and watch them. I'll have them all in a playlist if you wanna catch up. But cheers to the little mini cake at Disney World, and let the nighttime routine commence.